What's up, my dudes? Don't you just love when the evidence is so damning that you just can't even dispute it? Don't you just love it, dog? That's where we are right now with the Erode on MX Simulator. Oh, man. Gotta love those jiggle physics, dog. Oh, my. Goodbye, Erode. I won't miss you. Okay? So, either way, new DLC 2020 Hangtown, MX versus ATV All Out, right? You know, MX versus ATV, got it going on now, dog. Like, I don't. So, they didn't even have a Hangtown track for their last year of AMA Replica DLC. So this is a full brand new track that we've not had. This is not like a, second version of or whatever you want to call it. This literally is a full blown brand new track. We've not gotten a Hangtown yet for, oh my God, that's a corner, for MX vs. ATV All Out, right? So, and we're going to be getting a couple of those this year. I know there's quite a few tracks that are obviously going to be kind of, similar to last year's AMA DLC, right? AMA Motocross DLC. But I know we're getting Florida, we're getting, which is WW Ranch, right? So we'll be getting that. We're getting Hangtown, which is this track right here. And I almost think there was one more in there that we didn't get last year too, but obviously they're going to be, updating the layouts of the tracks to the new layouts of the 2020 year. So they are still going to be different tracks. Even the ones that we did get last year, the 2020 versions are going to be new layouts. And I'm sure they'll probably change little stuff, like the pre-made rut placements and stuff like that. It's not just going to be, exactly the same track as the 2019 versions, but just with, one little layout change or something like that. It's not going to be like that. Some of you guys that are thinking that, MX vs. ATV wouldn't do that to you, Doug. They're definitely going to go in there and change up the ruts, like the pre-made rut placement on, Red Bud and stuff like that. And they'll probably change some of the jump faces. And it won't just be as simple as just layout changes, but the same track, right? So that's something I wanted to kind of clear up and make apparent, because they definitely wouldn't just, barely improve it like that for a whole nother $20, DLC purchase, right? So the way this works, same as last year, you got to kind of buy this like $20 season pass, and then each one of these tracks comes out over the next like 2 months or so, right? So we'll be getting each one of these tracks kind of as they go, which is pretty cool. Kind of keeps it, kind of elongates the excitement of everything a little bit. So, yeah, track's not bad. Got quite a bit of that kind of... It's pretty cool, though, how they... I can just tell by the roughness, like the little choppy roughness, you can definitely tell they kind of... well, I can tell you one thing, I haven't learned to slow down for that corner yet, but you can tell they've definitely, like the roughness has that little Hangtown choppy, kind of feeling to it. They definitely seem to have gotten that sort of feeling down here. But like as far as the pre-made ruts, they're not super big on this track. So, but potentially with the terrain deformation in the game, they would get a little more insane. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, not a bad little track here, dude. Got some skill gappy areas like that right there where you're kind of jumping up into the corner. Right? Like, I guess this right here is the... Or was the, like, flyover... Wait, was that the flyover 150 thing right there? I know they kind of toned it down. Holy God, you can overjump that. I know they kind of toned it down there like a year ago or whatever. So I guess this is based off of the track maps of 2020, because obviously we haven't ran. We're not even going to have a Hangtown. I just now thought of that in my mind. We're not even going to have a Hangtown for 2020. So I guess this is just based off of that track map of it, and I'm sure that's how they're going to do all the tracks, just sort of based off of the track maps of it, right? And by the way, just keep in mind, this is one time of day effect on the track. You can have multiple different times of day, so don't just think this is like the one and only version of Hangtown. Like, why is that so dark? Like, why is it sunset? There's multiple different time of days that you can get on a track. I might actually do that here in a second, like try to go in there and see if it'll throw me on more of a middle of the day time type deal. But I've definitely seen some like real life Hangtown second motos that are kind of more of this sunsetty vibe, right? So that's cool. But yeah, quite a bit of little choppy braking bumps, acceleration bumps. Got a nice little skill gappy feeling to that. That right there, you just got to let off a little bit, and you'll keep from over jumping that. You got that nice little uphill jump like that. So overall, not bad. Not bad. Pretty much what I expected, right? Oh, man. Yeah, you got to be able to nail that outside berm there, or you'll just go flying off the track. But it's definitely given me the essence of Hangtown. I can say that for sure. I think that's one thing they did a really good job with the last year's AMA DLC in this game. It really captured the essence of each individual track to me. Like, it made me feel like I was there in a way, right? Like, the Red Bud made me feel like I was there. The, Washougal, the Washougal 2019 Washougal replica track made me feel like I was there. Hell, even the Loretta Lynn's track they had made me feel like I was there. And that can be very hard to capture sometimes when you're trying to make these like full-blown AMA replica tracks. Like, they've definitely done a nice job with making you feel like you're there. You know what I'm saying, Doug? So that's definitely shout out to him for that. We got a nice rep forming right there for sure. So that may sort of be the case. The track sort of starts working in a little more as you go. Yeah, you might be able to like cross jump to that little area, kind of double that. Let's see here. We'll run one more lap on this. I might not actually try to go in there to a different time of day, because I really want to see what this does when I rut this up a little more here. It's going to make the track more interesting for sure, because there's actually some cushion to the dirt in this game. Unlike MX Simulator Dig Down in Concrete, there's actually a bit of cushion to it, so the terrain deformation is actually bearable in this game. It's not just complete jank. That's always a good time. So they can get away with not having such insane, pre-made ruts and stuff from the beginning, because the terrain deformation is actually somewhat legit. Like, it actually somewhat makes decent cushioned out ruts in the corners. So that's cool. And it actually digs into the freaking jump faces. So you could see that on that jump there before. It was actually digging into the jump face itself. And it actually makes ruts going in a straight line properly and up jump faces properly. I'm not saying this terrain deformation system is perfect. I definitely prefer reflexes, but still, when you compare it to MX Simulator's janky shit, it's a lot better than that. A lot better. I don't even consider MX Simulator's terrain deformation system a terrain deformation system. That's how bad it is. I just call it a road. That's what everybody calls it. Like, it doesn't even deserve to be called a terrain deformation system, in my opinion, but either way, you can tell they definitely spent some time trying to, orient this pre-made, like, small pre-made choppy roughness to really give you a bit of a different vibe than what you have on any of the other replica tracks here. Woo-wee! We just fly right off the track. But yeah, you can see the rut right here. See how that's cut down that jump face? That's really cool. That could either help you shave off time or hurt you in a way. It just kind of all depends. Got a nice little inside. Look at that. Nice little inside rut developing there. That's not bad, dog. Definitely not bad. Got a rut sort of forming in the berm on the outside there. This is actually pretty legit. Like, this is not bad, dude. This is fun. This is cool. So, either way, man, just want to come here and check this out. Don't forget, any of you guys that are trying to... I know some of you dudes are a little confused on my whole team thing that I got going on. Some of you think it's like an MX Simulator only team, or it's like you got to sign up for certain, like Supercross 3 team on PS4 or MX vs. ATV All Out team or whatever. Dog, listen, I've just got one team for everything, okay? You don't have to like sign up for any one individual aspect of it, and you don't have to be any skill level. It's not like you got to be a pro at one of these games. The whole point of my team is just trying to get a lot of people together to play these different games. We get on there and play Reflex online. We get on there and play MX Simulator, obviously. We get on there and play Supercross 3. We get on there and play PUBG. We get on there and play Rocket League. Now we're starting to play 7 Days to Die. We're doing a lot of fun stuff. So if you want to get involved on any of that team stuff, all you got to do is DM me on Instagram at Spencer Turley, no spaces and no capital letters. Send me a DM on there, and I'll get you in my Discord. And just show up when we're playing games. We get on there just about every single night playing some kind of game. Just show up and hang out. And that's how you get on the team, man. That's just that simple. You don't have to, like, sign up for a particular part of the team or try, like, it's all one team for everything, bro. Like, that's really what I'm expanding my team to be. It's not just a little tight-knit MX Simulator team. Like, it's more than that, a lot more than that. So just be sure and hit me up on Insta to get involved on all that, and I'll get you in there. So either way, don't want to drag this video out too far, but you can definitely see the ruts are developing pretty well here, I would say. And yeah, pretty impressed with this, man. Look at that. Oh my word. That's getting really cool right there, how it's making that rut. So, yeah, dog. Shout out to MX vs. ATV. Very happy they're doing this again this year. And I certainly think the DLC is worth it. This is a whole new track right here. This isn't even you didn't even get this track with the last year DLC, so. And that's going to be the same way with the Florida track. You got another Loretta Lynn's track coming out. You got a lot of stuff coming with this, so either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.